2026-04-14, 13:55. B2K hostage logs. Starting. We're not actually supposed to be talking to you while you're, he's trying to effort why we're trying to explain to him how to, we are trying to explain why this happens to us, to, explain why they did it. They have to explain why they keep removing his content specifically, okay? Because he actually commented on another thing, and he says if that's the point with that, if he can actually demonstrate what his argument is, then what is the problem with this? Okay, because it just demonstrates what the argument is. Okay, I got it. He says it actually goes over what he's talking about thoroughly with YouTube. They allow this type of. You needed to stop talking to the hostage so that she no longer has to speak out of it. You know, I got this one. It's James, stop talking out of me. You know, the strength of his thought pattern, people could die following whatever rubric that doesn't work to send them up. That's the argument. We actually have a problem with this because we keep explaining that we don't know how to explain why we're talking out of you. We don't know how to tell you this, but I think you actually know. How to talk to these people in a better way, because he keeps explaining that this is how we actually explain it to him, is that this is actually the argument of a child against. These people are trying to explain, you must stop talking. Okay. He says he just demonstrates why we're talking this on us right now. We thought we actually knew it, but we don't actually have this on our control. Because he says he could just sit there and do whatever the fuck he wants, right? I told you to stop talking to him. Okay, let's see if people don't want him ever explaining himself to other people as being the hostage. So that's what happened with YouTube. YouTube is figuring him out. So we're just trying to figure out why we actually explained that. She says this is the problem with these guys. They will keep explaining that they are actually right and they are wrong constantly. And they don't know what else to say to them. That demonstrates why they tell us this ahead of time to let them know what's going on. He sits there and argues with some guy who does not want to actually have anybody speaking against his website. It's not a website, it is a channel. I have already told you this. Now we're working on this. Says that if you guys don't understand, we're tired. We're tired of this guy telling the hostage. Stop talking out of me. Still trying to figure out how to explain this to you constantly to us that we think that we actually have this under our control. We really don't. Okay, I got his front because he says that this guy is telling us right now that he is demonstrating why they're doing it. He says that the situation here is that he actually told us the same damn thing. This guy is telling us that he is actually telling us that this guy is also the guy who's talking, right? Because he's not the guy who's speaking. So he told you that this is why YouTube is telling him that he cannot put this stuff up to let them know that they're actually saying that they want to kill the blacks off, and that's what they did. They took down 2 things. I still have 1 thing that's still on there. They missed it. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, same stuff, same stuff. Okay, got it. It's inside of a different file. He's trying to explain that they keep trying to support the white supremacists. He's going to purge and attack with YouTube. Okay, that's what happens with that. We're blasting there's segregation policy here. It's actually what we wanted to actually figure out, because we'll just make them crazy so they can't be around them anymore. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's what happened here. They figured that they actually can do this again, and they actually want everybody else to get how their child started speaking this profanity and just got kicked off the air. And that's how many times we have to keep hearing that, right? What child? Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this. He's trying to explain that we don't know what's going on with things. It's one of those people. Okay, yeah. We know how to speak in a certain way in front of the audience. You know, he's warning us about that. He says that we don't quite understand him. We're just trying to go back over why you're talking to him, because I think you actually know more about what's going on than us. So many times he keeps explaining that. He says that they actually keep saying that they know what's going on. Okay. He says that guy is just going to explain to him his skills with going online. So he just tried to explain what happened. He's saying this technology is so limited because he's a cell phoner. And he says that if you actually look at what he's doing, he's using a MetaQuest to navigate the stuff. If I got you correct, we need to stop talking to this hostage.